The following episode of the Comics and Crypto podcast is for informational purposes only, and anything expressed by the hosts or their guests is solely their opinion. This podcast does not constitute financial advice, and anyone wishing to invest should seek their own independent financial or professional help. Have fun and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Sean O'Hare, and I know comics.
Hi, I'm Spencer Vogel, and I know crypto.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lee Loader, and I don't know shit. This is the Comics and Crypto podcast.
Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collector's world in a digital age. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, it's where the next billionaires will be rich. Comics and crypto.
Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Comics and Crypto podcast. We have a special episode today. Sean actually went to Comic-Con!
Yeah. First off, this is really nice. We're recording outside.
Yeah. So if you hear birds chirping or a couple other noises, it's just nature.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry about
decided to change it up. It's a nice
pretty
day,
neat.
so we're sitting on the
it. That's
porch.
pretty neat.
So if you see the photos of us on the porch on our Twitter account, yeah, that's where we're recording this episode.
Oh, man. But yeah, dude, how was Comic-Con? This is the OG Comic-Con. This is San
Yeah,
Diego.
San
Comic-Con.
Diego.
You have certain expectations for things, and when those expectations are high, and then they're far exceeded, that's when you know it's special,
Wow.
right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy, guys. It was so surreal. You know, especially seeing just Marvel and VeVe, their massive logos together, center floor, thousands, tens of thousands of people walking by their booth every day.
Yeah, how many people
was
total were at
just-
the event?
I'm pretty confident it was over 150,000
Wow.
for the
Holy
weekend.
crap.
Yeah. It was really cool to see people in the community. Big shout out to Omi1 Kenobi and VeVe Fan Bam.
Love it. Love it.
Not going to say your names out of respect to your privacy.
Absolutely.
But they're amazing. They're so amazing. They're out there on the floor. They're actually helping people, understand what VeVe NFTs are and what the space is like. And I remember hearing a couple people say, "Do you work with VeVe?" They're like, "No, we're just really passionate about the company." That's when you know you have something special, right? When you
Yeah.
have fans coming there teaching other people about VeVe because they're so passionate about it. That speaks volumes about this community.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. I love that.
It was special. And the thing is, at the end of the day, because people were asking like how many people were excited about the NFTs? Probably not many. It's still new. People don't really understand it. But the most important thing is validation. Validation. Marvel, VeVe are cemented. They are together. They're excited about their future. And everyone who walked by, if they didn't know who VeVe was, they know now.
Yeah.
And that's the point, right? That's the point.
Yeah, even if they didn't sign up, at least it's in the back of their minds now. And the next time they see it, they'll be like, "Oh, I remember that thing from Comic-Con. That looked pretty
Exactly.
cool. Maybe I'll go check that out this time."
100%. 100%. And the booth was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And right next to the stage where they did all the big announcements, Bruce Campbell did a signing up there.
Oh,
It was-
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Kevin's a big fan of Bruce Campbell.
I'm a huge Bruce Campbell
And
fan.
it was a blast. It was just so fun to just be a part of that experience for the first time. And then a big shout out to David and Dan for giving out those promotional VeVe signs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Limited to 500. That was special. That was really special. I was able to get one for all three of us that we're going to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really rad. And it was really cool. I saw a tweet recently of someone within the community. He was able to get one and then actually sell it and get a wallet for it.
Nice.
That's incredible.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. And that also shows the value of VeVe's brand, right? We're still so early, but man, what a unbelievable move.
Yeah.
That they were able to create something on their own. It probably didn't have insane overhead, but the utility behind it, I'm very high on potential utility this could bring. But aside from that, people are willing to pay that kind of money for just a VeVe logo.
Yeah.
The scarce VeVe
That's
logo.
crazy.
So this is the first time we actually saw VeVe being marketed by a big partner like Marvel. And Alex, I just see he's like pumped. He's like, let's go. He's just really pumped. He was pumped when the first commercial showed. And people watched it and they're like, wait, what's this? And we're all screaming in the background like, yeah, we did it.
Like, who are
around
these
you is
guys?
just like, who the fuck? Yeah, what is happening?
Doesn't get better than this.
Marvel, who are they?
Yeah. So next up, New York Comic Con. And we have every intention of going there as well. And it was just, it was fantastic. But it was really cool. We met a lot of other people in the industry as well. Big shout out to my buddy Joe. He put me in touch with this guy named Nate who works with Recur. and they invited us to a Paramount Plus party. That teamed up with Recur. It was amazing. It was so much fun. Such a cool party. They had a big DJ. It was open bar.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It was wonderful. It was so much fun.
That means Sean got sloppy.
Just a little shoppy, Kev.
That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
Sean
Yeah.
FaceTimed me into Comic-Con the next day. Yeah, he didn't look great.
I think I curled up in a ball and just laid down somewhere.
I
God.
think he was just
It was
laying on a
pretty
bench.
Yeah. Well, there were no benches, so I found the corner of one of the rooms. I just laid down the floor
Oh my God.
like a lost puppy.
Oh no.
But it was fun. It was so worth it. I had a chance to meet Boss Logic. That was
Dude,
wild.
that's
so
awesome.
cool.
That was so cool. Yeah, his work is unbelievable. And I really hope that we end up seeing it on VeVe one day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
his
sweet.
artwork would absolutely just crush.
They'll crush it.
Like,
yeah.
can you imagine low minted collectibles from Boss Logic? If there's like, one of tens or even one of ones,
Yeah.
these will sell for tens of thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they should at least.
Would love to see him do some of his Marvel stuff too.
Yeah, because he partners. I mean, he actually partnered with Disney on Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
He did a poster and partnered with Disney on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that relationship is obviously there's some relevance there. So yeah, that'd be awesome to see that come on VeVe and translate. That'd be absolutely incredible. And just it's different, right? It's a different type of art from a big artist. You probably get a lot of new users involved too.
Yeah, I think so. He has a huge fan base.
And if he does some of the animated ones, like he did with Eternity and Lionel Messi,
yeah, that's
oh my
right.
gosh,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
do you remember those?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Those were
sick.
so sick.
Yeah.
He worked with Lionel Messi on those. Guys,
Yeah.
Lionel Messi has almost 500 million followers on Instagram.
500 million?
Yeah. With a B.
Wow.
Yeah. His total following is probably somewhere between like 750 to 1 billion people. He's one of the most followed celebrities in the world, next to
Wow.
like probably The Rock and the Kardashians.
Crazy.
What really surprised me too was going to the Jazzwares booth. Jazzware is a company that's run by Jeremy Padower. OMG, that booth was unbelievable.
Really?
It's one of the most impressive booths.
They do like
Me too.
Squishmallows, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
massive. I
Those
mean,
are
Gary V.
huge.
Oh, I
Gary
know the
V was
Squishmallows.
tweeting about
Yeah.
Squishmallows during Comic-Con weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, guys,
Wow. All right.
Uncle Jeremy, man. I was trying to find him. I was trying to really, but he was running around everywhere.
Oh man.
You know, I know Randy was able to see him, and big shout to Randy Chavez. I really got to hang out with him this weekend, and man, he's a fun time.
Love Randy. Yeah,
He's
it was
such a
so
fun
much fun
time.
hanging out with him at NFT NYC too.
Yeah,
Oh nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
he's such a great guy. It was just so much fun just hanging out with him and just getting to know him more. We met each other last year at DesignerCon.
Yeah. Decon.
And we talk quite often on social media and stuff, but we never really had a chance to meet in person and hang out. And it was just a fun experience.
Yeah, he's such
It
good
was
energy.
really, really fun.
Yeah, we went out to karaoke like 2 a.m, like after some event with Wendy and the whole crew. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, he's. I remember one night we were going out and he just like running around, just random groups and just like fist pumping, just get everyone excited. It was so much fun. Yeah, he's such a great time. I'm so excited for DesignerCon, guys.
Oh yeah.
I know we went last year, and Spencer, I really hope you get to come this year too.
I'll be there.
But-
I'll make it happen.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
come before
amazing. Okay, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was so impressed
Yeah.
with Comic-Con this year, and I know DesignerCon, a lot of people are going to be there this year.
Mhm.
Last year was cool because it was kind of like the first time everyone met. You know, the pandemic was just kind
Wasn't
of
that
like settling in.
VeVe, technically VeVe's first in-person
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their first in-person event.
Yeah.
And this time, it's going to be
Yeah.
quite an experience.
I can't
There's going
wait.
to be probably at least 100 plus VeVe fanatics there. DesignerCon itself is really cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of great artists and a lot of great work was there last time. And
Exactly.
I kind of was like, oh man, I wish I had more money when I went last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
cause,
yeah,
that'd be-
yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. They had
Yeah.
Boba Fett cause there last time, and I regret not getting it.
Really?
Oh, man.
Ugh.
At Comic-Con, they announced the trailer for Wakanda Forever. I remember I was at the Street Fighter booth watching them play Street Fighter. Watching my buddy Stanley. Big shout out to Stanley. He came out. We had a great time. He's a really good Street Fighter player.
Yeah.
Street Fighter athlete. Is that, I mean, he does competitions. It's super sick. And so I was watching him play, and all of a sudden I see the Wakanda Forever trailer drop on Twitter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I've been waiting for 2 years for this, right? So I'm playing it, and I'm just watching it, and I get so emotional, I start crying.
Oh, wow.
Like tears are coming down my face in the middle of the Comic-Con floor watching people play Street Fighter.
Everyone's like, wow, he's really into Street Fighter.
God, this guy is really passionate about Street Fighter. Oh my gosh.
It was a great trailer,
that trailer,
Beautiful.
it really
it's
is one
great.
of the best trailers I've ever seen. It hit all the feels. It hit all the feels. And what I loved about it too, it revealed enough but didn't reveal much.
Yeah.
Which is really cool about it. You know, it didn't reveal too much. I still really don't know what the plot is. We don't know who the Black Panther is. Not too much information is dropped about it, which is really cool. And also having a chance to meet a lot of the members of the physical comic book community. First off, big shout out to Elite Comics 11 and Ollie and the entire team, Bill. So awesome to finally meet them in person. It was funny because we did a video talking about Comic-Con and how like, yeah, I'm excited to talk to a lot of the people, you know, a lot of the community on Instagram, and I'm really excited to meet everybody in person. He's like, Sean, we haven't met in person. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right, Ali. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
we haven't met in
It's
person. That's
crazy for how often we
hilarious.
talk to them.
I know, right?
We talk to him all the time. So I feel like I know him, and just meet him in person, you don't skip a beat, you know? And so cool that they were able to give out an ASM 300. We partnered with them on that and did an awesome giveaway with VeVe Collectibles as well. And also the Satoshiverse.
Yeah.
And we gave out some big shout out to them and Apollo NFT. We're able to give away some really cool collectibles. And we actually know the winners now. We've been in touch with them.
Yep.
So by this time, you'll probably hear an announcement. It was cool, too. The winner of the ASM 300, he was saying that he's plans on going to DesignerCon
Oh, nice.
in Anaheim.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to meet him in person. That's super cool. And also Reggie Collects. We've talked about Reggie on the podcast as well. You know, he's a big inspiration to me, especially as an investor in physical comic books. I learned the red ocean, blue ocean from him because that's something that he really focuses on as well. I learned that from him. So Reggie, man, he gives amazing material. Gosh, the guy's such a cool guy. Really smart dude. He actually also released a comic book, his very first comic book, a series called Isolation.
Nice.
And I was able to buy the Comic-Con variant out there.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so big congrats to Reggie Collects. Make sure to give him a follow. I'm going to make sure to include the links for their Instagram and Twitter accounts down below in the details. So make sure to give them each a follow, guys, because they are absolutely incredible and they just do so much for the comic book community. Like, they're invaluable assets to the community, guys. I'm very excited to get to know them more and get them on the podcast. At least attempt to do so. So hopefully they're listening to this and they know how badly we want them on.
Please come on our podcast.
Please.
Please.
All that right. Incredible experience. Like, Comic-Con was just everything. I didn't even plan on going. It was last minute, and I'm just one of the best decisions I made. And I can't wait for you guys to come next year.
Yeah.
But going to the Odd Key event. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Saturday morning, Todd McFarlane announced that he's going to release a limited edition variant of Spawn. And it's called Record Breaking Spawn. And it's a variant for Comic-Con. And there's only 1,500 of them. And the first 300 are going to be signed by him. As you can imagine, hundreds of people flooded to get in line. Like, it was crazy. But by the time I got there, man, I got up at 6 a.m. I was there by 8, and I just missed the line. They're like, sorry, line ends here. Like, you didn't make it. I'm like,
Wow.
what? Are you kidding me? This is insane. So I'm all bummed out. I'm like, man, I really want to meet Todd. What a bummer. Then I learned about the Odd Key event, which is Odd Key is a company owned by Steve Aoki and Todd McFarlane. Anybody who owns what's called a Spawn Oki, which is basically a Spawn character and mashup with Steve Aoki. It's really cool.
Yeah.
If you own one, you can go to the event. So great utility. So I'm like, cool. I want to meet some people. And they meet some of the members of the community, maybe meet some of the leadership team. It's going to be fun. So I go to the event. It's like a mile off the strip. So not a lot of people went. And even when they were trying to pitch to people at Comic-Con, people were kind of scoffing at it, like, NFTs? No, thank you. Even the people that didn't make it, right? And didn't get a comic book. I was standing next to them. They're like, nah, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No interest. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go because, I mean, I'm in NFTs and I love Steve Aoki and Todd McFarlane. We'll see what happens. I had no clue what the event was going to happen there. So we go to the event and it was really cool. I walk inside. It's a small, tiny little art gallery. And there's about 10 to 15 people chilling there, and I just started talking to some of the people, and everyone was really nice. And then not even 10 minutes after I arrived, Todd McFarlane walks in. We hung out with Todd McFarlane for 6 hours.
Wow.
6 hours, guys. It was unbelievable. He went up to everybody and said, "Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? What's your story?"
Wow.
He is so impressive. He's so kind, so welcoming, so hospitable. We ate pizza together. We drank sodas together. He told us stories about Comic-Con and him growing up in the comic book industry,
Man.
and how he got involved with Jim Shooter in the very beginning. He loves telling stories too.
Nice.
Loves telling stories.
And you
One
could
of my
tell that, you
favorite
could tell that he was just like a genuine guy. Like,
Oh, 100%.
He wasn't like have like a big head or like anything like
Nope.
that. He was.
Incredibly modest.
That's so cool.
Incredibly modest.
Makes me love him even more.
Yeah. Like somebody, it's being such a big fan of his and seeing him deliver in every way, sincerely. I mean, he started doing, so he did a sketch of Venom and gave it out as a raffle. They had Spinoki prints and he signed it, and then they would give him out in a raffle. He started sketching on napkins and giving it out in raffles. Like, I think actually no, I think it was the back of this is actually funny. It was the back of one of the prints. So they took it out, and he didn't realize it was the back of. It was the back of like one of the frames.
Oh.
And he drew it on the back, and I was like, "I'm gonna raffle this off." Oh, you know what it was? Actually, he was talking about his signature, and his signature was completely different before he got involved in comic books. And the reason why he changed it and made it more defined and consistent was because he remembered when he went to a comic book show, and there was a big artist that he really adored. And when the guy signed it, it was different than the signature on the comic book. And he's like, "What the heck? That's a different signature, dude." He's like, so he never wanted that to happen to him and his brand.
That's so cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty rad. One of my favorite stories that he told had to do with him buying the 70th.
Today, Junior?
Had to do with him buying the 70th home run ball of Mark McGwire. In 1999, at the peak of the hype of Mark McGwire, like right after he beat the single season home run record, it was an auction house on the East Coast, and he's on the phone. He's on the phone with his representative at the auction house, and it came down between him and one guy that was actually there in person. So the bid got up to $1.2 million. And the people that were there in person were cheering like, "Yeah, let's go." They were rooting the guy on. They didn't know Todd McFarlane was on the phone, right?
Yeah.
They had no idea who that was. Yeah, it was some random guy on the phone. He's not even here. Screw that guy. 1.2 million, 1.4, 1.8, 2 million.
God.
He said when it hit 2 million, he was in the kitchen in his house. His wife looked at him and just walked out of the room. Just walked right out of the room. He ended up winning for $3 million.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if you all know this, but that ball is probably not even worth a third of that today.
Man.
A lot of us do with the Mark McGwire steroid BS,
Yeah.
but yeah. But unfortunately, so that investment didn't pay off in a big way. But here's the thing. It was one of the biggest sales for memorabilia at the time. He was getting contacted by almost every outlet. Howard Stern, some of the biggest news talk radio shows, Good Morning America. He was being constantly contacted about this sale. He said that he got more publicity from that. He got about, in his estimate, he would say about $20 million worth of publicity
Wow.
for buying that $3 million ball.
Damn.
Good story, huh?
That's not bad.
That's
great.
pretty awesome. That's really awesome. So it worked out really well. Because at the time, I think he did have McFarlane toys.
Yeah.
But he was able to-
by that time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he was
I
able
had-
to
I had
advertise
a
his
few.
brand and talk about it, and it's huge. It's huge. That was truly one of the best times I've had at an event. And just the community, everyone there was so cool, super cool. I mean, I've made some friendships that'll probably stay with me for a long, long time.
Was it a pretty good
long
mix
time.
of people? Like, was it like physical
Yeah.
comic collectors and
Oh,
like
100%.
NFT people? And yeah,
Exactly. We're all fans of Steve Aoki, or whether you're a fan of Steve Aoki or Todd McFarlane or physical comic books or NFTs, it was a great blend of people in the space. I mean, I talked to one guy, he owns a 9.9 of ASM 300.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think there's only less than a dozen of those in existence.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a $100,000, $200,000 comic today.
Damn.
But also on top of that, I wanted to surprise you guys. I got you guys each
What?
whoa, what?
a badge.
Signed by
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
Signed by Todd.
I got you guys each a badge from the event signed by Todd.
Oh, thank
I was like,
you,
Todd, can you sign all
Sean.
3? Here you come, guys. Yeah, I got you each
Oh.
one. So
That is so
Yeah.
freaking
It's
cool.
got Venom on the front.
it's cool, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this kind of shared the moment of.
Dude.
I know you guys couldn't make it there, but I wanted to make sure you got
Dude.
this. So
Oh,
big
man.
shout out to the
Thanks,
IT
dude.
community and Todd. Yeah. Heck yeah. So we each own
I
one
love
of
that
these.
signature.
You beautiful
That is the best
Yeah.
signature.
It is.
It
He
is
does
a
have one of
great
the-
signature.
Yeah. He does have the best signature. But it's so cool. On there, it's his first Odd Key Spanoki holder meetup.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So that's you guys. That's for you guys.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah,
That's
thanks, dude.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. And just so y'all know out there, this is the first time they're finding out about it.
Literally,
Yeah,
we're
literally,
we're kind of speechless. We're like,
They didn't know about this. I just surprised them right now.
oh,
And Sean, you were saying that they gave out an NFT at the event for the attendees as well, right?
Yeah. It was a POAP. Is that right? Is it POAP or it was an NFT?
I don't think it was a POAP because it was on Solana. So
To be honest, I still trying to understand what POAPs are.
it's
Remember, everyone, Spencer's the crypto guy. I know that we've given out POAPs too.
I was about to say, I know what a poem.
Oh, do you really? Do you really?
Because I've made some.
I know. Well, I wasn't involved in it as
well,
much.
it's the what they gave out was kind of the same concept as a POAP, but
Yeah.
it was
Oh, okay.
but it was
Got
on
it.
it was on Solana, yeah, which is
Yeah.
where all the Odd Key stuff has been released, yeah,
It was an NFT basically saying that you were there in person
exactly.
for the first event.
Yeah, it's like a badge.
So it was
commemorating
a
your
cool little
attendance.
collector's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool little collector's item for everyone who
Nice.
attended. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
And what's really rad too, Todd signed my Todd.
Todd signed your Todd?
Todd signed my
signed my
Todd.
Todd.
No way.
Todd!
Todd.
Yeah, actually, so he signed a screenshot of my Todd NFT.
Nice.
And I was kind of debating how I wanted to go about it. I was like, should I take a photo with him with my Todd and then have him sign it? But like, that's a little too much,
Yeah.
you know? I was like, just have him sign the screenshot. I'll be happy if he just does
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And this awesome guy I met there named Rob. Big shout to Rob. If you're listening, I said, please, Rob, videotape it. Please. Please. This is the greatest day of my life.
Nothing will be better.
Nothing will ever beat this. And so he videotaped actually Todd signing it and
Nice.
just watching him and his signature just go at it. Like, it was so cool.
yeah,
It was so cool. Yeah. And obviously the signature itself, it's a screenshot, right? It's just
Yeah.
an image.
yeah.
But having that video, having those photos, and he actually held it out in front of him,
Yeah.
just like a little photo shoot with it. It was so much fun.
That's so
It was so much fun. And I want to figure out a way to blow this up and put it as like a canvas. on my
Oh,
wall.
that'd be so cool.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be sick,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's like
On the
that.
wall.
And
Yeah,
just have a canvas on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Because that to me is nothing will ever beat that in terms of value. Having that memory, being able to blow this up and put it on the wall, like this might be one of my favorite things I've ever owned now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not even
So
on the
cool.
blockchain.
yeah,
It's just an image.
yeah. It's truly just a screenshot.
It's truly
It's
just a
literally
screenshot.
just a
But that's what I'm really excited about too, is like when you have the option to actually get digital collectibles signed.
Yeah, that'll
I'll tell you right now, man, the first one that actually gets signed by Todd too
Oh,
is going to be worth ridiculous amounts of
so
money.
much.
The one that's actually authenticated on the blockchain.
Authenticated, yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Wow.
Like you're gonna have conversations like people who were willing to trade their sub 100s for
Mm-hmm.
that first signature, regardless of mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually I saw a really good I pulled it up before a quote from Todd about Oddkey, which I'll read
really?
off, which I thought was really cool. So he said, "Steve and I wanted to help build a place where creators are in complete control of their work while retaining the vast majority of the finances. The same model made Image Comics, which I helped co-found in 1992, the third largest publisher in North America behind Marvel and DC Comics. Steve and I want to give that same freedom to creators in the NFT space and let them know it's a place formed by two leading artists instead of people in suits."
Nice.
I
That's awesome.
literally got goosebumps hearing
Yeah.
that.
Really,
That
really
was
cool.
that was
quote.
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they're planning on, definitely look out for Oddkey. They're doing some really cool stuff, and besides just Steve and Todd releasing stuff, they're planning on supporting other creators as well, which I'm really excited for.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin, I know you're a big Spawn fan, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely worth. I mean, these are first appearance of Spawn as NFTs. So
Yeah, I didn't even know.
yeah. So definitely
Holy
definitely
crap.
pick one up. I don't think they're even that expensive right now.
Damn.
We'll definitely show you after this recording.
Yeah, definitely. So overall, Comic-Con, worth it?
Man, I'm still. It's gonna be a long time before I can actually just kind of breathe from the excitement, breathe again, just fully. Just
Yeah.
that adrenaline rush is still there,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be there for a long, long time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's probably gonna carry on to Designer Con Anaheim, so I'm gonna be fist pumping walking into the doors. But I'm telling you guys, if you have an opportunity to go to these in-person events, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
they're
it.
so
You
special.
got to go. If you really, really care about this community and you're excited about its future and you want to just get involved, go to these events. People are so friendly and so kind and so welcoming. I feel truly blessed to be part of this company and community so early.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to be out there at Comic-Con San Diego 2023, baby. We're going to be there. Definitely.
Early announcement.
We're already making plans. Thank you guys so much. Sean, thank you so much for going. I'm so glad you had fun, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
And thank you so much for this,
Yeah,
dude.
seriously,
Yeah,
thanks,
man.
dude.
Todd McFarlane signature.
Absolutely, dude.
It's
Yeah.
so awesome. And again, all of you, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Bye! Haha, we did it again. Come on, Spencer. Join us.
Google
One
gobble,
of us,
one
one
of
of
us, one of us. Google gobble.
All right, seriously, bye.